Judaism with Soul 14. How to experience reality. The Mechilta tells us that when God uttered the first two of the Aseres Hadibros, the first two statements of the Ten Commandments, or otherwise known as 10 statements, God was doing something more than creating commandments or delivering commandments. He was creating a state of reality. When God said, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am God, and Lo Yelecha Elohim Acharim Al Panai, have no other gods before me, he engraved the entire Torah on the hearts and souls of the Jewish people. The Luchos were engraved on the Luchos. The words of God were engraved on the Luchos and engraved, instilled, imbued onto the hearts and souls of the Jewish people. How so? Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am God, is a statement of reality. I am, says God. I am who I am. I am reality. If you want reality, if you want to experience real life, then connect with me. Connect with me through the Torah. Ana nafshi kasvis yahavis. God said, I, Anochi means Ana nafshi kasvis yahavis. Aleph of Anochi stands for Ana, I. Nafshi, the Nun, stands for my soul. Kasvis, the Chaf of Anochi, stands for Kasvis, I wrote. Yahavis, I gave. God, through the word Anochi, gave himself to the world. He gave himself in the Torah to the Jewish people. He imbued himself into the Torah. If you want reality, learn the Torah. Live the Torah. Experience the Torah. Do mitzvos, and that is a connection to reality. Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am reality. When God said, Lo Yelecha Elohim Acharim Al Panai, God was saying more than a commandment of not having other gods before me. God was creating the reality in the hearts and souls of the Jewish people that there is no other reality than God. Lo Yelecha Elohim Acharim, there is no other God. Period. There is no such thing as other gods. Lo Yelecha is not a commandment not to believe in other gods. It's just simply, there is no other reality than God. Lo Yelecha. These two commandments, therefore, must have been uttered by Hashem himself. The other 8 were said over by Moshe Rabbeinu, as the Jewish people were too overwhelmed by that experience of reality to continue hearing from God himself. It was enough for them to hear the positive commandments contained under Anochi, the negative commandments contained under the word Lo Yelecha, the words Lo Yelecha, and therefore the first commandment, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, represents the whole Torah of positive commandments, the positive reality that is expressed by the mitzvos in the Torah. Lo Yelecha represents all the negative commandments. Thou shalt not. That represents all the 365 negative commandments. And Anochi represents the 248 positive commandments. When you want to experience reality, experience God, then experience the Torah itself. God placed himself in the Torah, imbued himself in the Torah. When you want to experience reality, learn the Torah, study the Torah, live the Torah, delve into the Torah, and you're going to experience reality. That's the meaning of the word mitzvah. Mitzvah comes from the word tzavta. Tzavsa, which means connection. You want to connect with God? Do mitzvos. Do connection. Connect with reality through the mitzvos that God placed himself. To get to know God's mind, to get to know God's reality, do the mitzvos, and you connect with God himself. Of course, you have to understand the mitzvos. Understand the meaning of the mitzvos. But first do them. Naaseh, then v'nishma, understand them. And the doing makes you understand them. Naaseh v'nishma means you do them, and through the doing of the mitzvos, the doing of the connection, you'll get, geschmack, now I understand those mitzvos. When you want someone to experience Shabbos, you tell them, well, it's a 25-hour experience where you don't have any technology and you don't connect with any electricity. You just connect with yourself and your family and spirituality. People don't really get that. Until you taste it, until you live it, geschmack, I've lived it, naaseh, now I understand what it does to my soul. So naaseh v'nishma means live the reality, live it, act it, be it, do the mitzvos, then the geschmack comes, the reality. If you want to experience reality, says God to us, Anochi Hashem Elokecha Lo Yelecha, that's the secret code of the Torah. That is the essence of life itself. When you want reality, do the positive commandments and do not perform the negative commandments. Anochi Hashem Elokecha and Lo Yelecha, that's the code of the Torah. When you have reality, you have a relationship with God, then you get to understand yourself. Get to understand your soul in connection with the soul of souls, with Hashem himself. And that's the secret code of the Torah. If we follow the Torah, if we live the Torah, then we get real through a connection with God himself. God has expressed himself, his reality in the world, through the Torah. And that is the meaning of the concept that the Torah embodies the names of Hashem. The entire Torah are the names, the shemos of Hashem. Get to know the name of God. Name of God means how he expresses himself in the world through learning the Torah, learning the nuances of Hashem. Yud Kei Vav Kei represents God's mercy. Elohim represents God's justice. Understand the different permutations of God's names that's expressed through the Torah mitzvos and the halachas of the Torah and the personalities meet in the Torah who embody the midos of Hashem. Get to know God by getting to know the Torah. In that fashion, we get to know something more than just self-esteem. Based on my book, Self-Esteem in the Talmud, you get to know something more basic than self-esteem. You get to know yourself. Through a connection with God, with a connection to reality, you get to experience reality, then you get to experience the self.